Peter Obi and Labour Party filed 50 grounds of appeal at the Supreme Court against tribunal judgment upholding Tinubu's election. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post our juicy news update. Please click on the notification bell. The Labour Party and its presidential candidate in the 2023 presidential election, Peter Obi, have filed 50 grounds of appeal at the Supreme Court against the judgment of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, which upheld the election of President Bola Tinubu. The suit marks number CAPEPC 03-2023 was filed by Obi and the Labour Party through their lead counsel, Dr. Livy Ozoko-San. The notice of appeal partly read, and I quote, "Take notice that the appellants being dissatisfied with the decisions in petitions number CAPEPC 03-2023, Mr. Peter Gregory B. and Anno versus Independent National Electoral Commission and ORS, consolidated with election petition number CAPEPC 04-2023 and CAPEPC 05-2023, contained in pages 3 to 327 of a judgment of the Court of Appeal sitting as the Presidential Election Petition Court, holding at Abuja, Quorum, H.S. Samani, Stephen, Jonah, Quorum, H.S. Samani, Stephen, Jonah Ada, Mistura Omodere, Bolaji Yusuf, Bulukoruma, Moses Ugo and Abba Bello Mohammed, JJCA, the court below, delivered on the 6th day of September 2023, and more particularly stated in paragraph 2 of this notice of appeal, do hereby appeal to the Supreme Court on the grounds set out in paragraph 3, and will at the hearing of the appeal seek the relief sought in paragraph 4 hearing. Peter Obi and the Labour Party, in their petition challenging the victory of Tinubu in the 2023 presidential election, argued that the electoral body, INEC, failed to transmit election results from the polling unit to the collation centers electronically. However, the court on Wednesday, September 6th, said the law does not require INEC to transmit results by electronic means. The defendant is at liberty to decide how it would transmit election results, the court held. The court also held that it was irrelevant that President Tinubu failed to score 25% of the vote cast in at least 2/3 of the states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Sahara reporters have reported that Peter Obi and the Labour Party prayed the court to declare him as the candidate to secure the majority of the lawful vote cast, with a required constitutional spread of not less than 25% of the vote cast in at least 2/3 of the states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. But in its ruling, the court held that it was irrelevant. It agreed with the argument of the respondent that the FCT does not enjoy a special status, that Abuja is inhabited by Nigerians, and that Abuja does not enjoy any special privilege. The tribunal also ruled that the Labour Party and Obi failed to prove that Tinubu was convicted of money laundering in the United States. The 5-man panel led by Justice Haruna Samani ruled that no record of criminal arrest or conviction was established against Tinubu by the petitioners, Obi and the Labour Party. The petitioners had also argued that Tinubu was not legally qualified to contest the election, alleging that he was previously convicted and fined the sum of $460,000 by the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, in case number 93C4483 for an offense involving dishonesty and drug trafficking. With regard to that, the court said there are no records of Tinubu arrests in the U.S. Regarding the allegations, the court said Tinubu still enjoyed unimpeded access to the U.S., so it was discountenanced. The court held the petitioners failed to show that Tinubu was charged, found guilty, or sentenced to jail for the alleged offense relating to drug trafficking. Now, a lot of people will fail to see that this is also the biggest test of the judiciary. Right now, the Court of Appeal don't fold their hands. We are testing whether we still have sane people in the judiciary system of government. The same people who are known for interpreting the laws of the land. The same people who are known to shield, who they are supposed not to, their allegiance are supposed to be to the people of Nigeria and not to the president of Nigeria. You understand? They have sworn to serve and to, do the right thing. But a lot of people, most especially the people who are involved, they don't see it that way. Go ahead, this mission of exposition, let the whole world know that we don't have a judiciary in the country. Exactly. That is it. This is no longer what they want them to do now. They want them to overturn the election. If a man is accused of a crime and he has been sentenced to prison and he is now granted parole and the case is now reopened, do you know what that man wants? He wants justice. And the justice that he wants is not the same as the justice everybody wants. He wants to, maybe he was lied upon, he was accused wrongly, maybe of rape, you understand, or of murder. He just wants the world to hear that I don't do this sin. And that is what he wants. So at this point in time, it is no longer the election. We also are trying the judiciary. We want to know if tomorrow something happens and we are adhering to the law, whether the law is a safe place for us to run to, or the law go bundle us, give us to our oppressors. My advice to Peter is to discontinue this legal battle. Tinubu is definitely going to say the last prayer after his tenure. Well, for me, I will say, see to it. Let it not be known that you started and finished halfway and stopped halfway because of what people say. Let it be that that's your mind. That's the way that your mind, you won't do and reach the end. See, for me, too, Peter B is, whether you like it or not, no matter how you're saying it, he's wasting his money. He's doing this. He's writing his name in history. He's taking a place. And this thing when they do, I'm not sure anybody don't do it before. You understand? Let him do what he wants to do. This is the right thing. I don't mean this is the wrong thing. I'm going to make him discontinue. This is the right thing. And he's not going to be shaken by anybody who's coming out to come and tell him to stop it. After all, he no knock for anybody does. So make them borrow money, making use do this case. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for turning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest.